I believe that there are elements in the villa that want us to lose the elections because they didn't get their way. They had their candidate. Their candidate didn't win the primaries. And I think they are still trying to get us to lose the elections. And they are hiding behind the president's desire to do what he thinks is right. Gotten the traction that it has. Again, this is another thing that all the presidential candidates have agreed that it should be adopted and implemented. And it will solve many of our
actions in this government. Didn't the president agree with it?
I honestly don't know. I have not, for the past 3-4 years, I have stopped trying to understand how the federal government works. Okay? I just focused on trying to make my state work because that's my primary responsibility. There are some things that we agree with the president, and he says this will get done, and it doesn't get done. And those that refuse to get it done don't get punished.
So there are big questions when you say that. I mean, because right now people are wondering what is happening with your party's presidential campaign council. It doesn't appear that everybody is on the same page, singing from the same hymn sheet. So, for instance, if you have a president who is saying, I don't want to remove subsidy because it's going to hurt
the president is not on the ballot. The president has his tenure up to 29th May. He may not want to remove subsidy, but our party, if you look at our manifesto, we never promised that we're going to keep petroleum subsidy. We never did. Our party never promised that we'll redesign the currency. It's not in our manifesto. So you need to separate, okay, the personal decisions of some people in the villa from the manifesto of the party. It's important to understand that.
Is there a division? Because the people in the villa, some people will argue that they're part of your party.
No, most of them are not. That's what is interesting. Most of them are not.
Is there a division between those around the president and those within your party right now, which is affecting your party's presidential campaign council?
I believe there is. I believe that there are elements in the villa that want us to lose the elections because they didn't get their way. They had their candidate. Their candidate didn't win the primaries. And I think they are still trying to get us to lose the elections. And they are hiding behind the president's desire to do what he thinks is right. I'll give 2 examples. This petroleum subsidy, okay, which is costing the country trillions of naira, was something that we all agreed will be removed. In fact, I had a discussion with the president and showed him why it had to go, because how can you have a capital budget of 200 billion for federal roads and then spend 2 trillion on subsidy? This was a conversation I had with the president in 2021 when the subsidy thing started rising. He was convinced. We left. It changed. Everyone in the government agreed. It changed, okay? Secondly, the second example I will give is this currency redesign.
Naira El-Rufai on Wednesday revealed that some people in Aso Rock Villa are working to frustrate the victory of All Progressive Congress presidential candidate Bola Tinubu during this election. Election is just in a few days' time, less than 1 month to the election, and he's just revealing this to Nigeria. He said, I believe there are elements in the villa that want us to lose the election because they didn't get their way. They had their candidate. Their candidate did not win the primaries, El-Rufai said, while he was featured on Channels TV, Sunrise Daily. Now, Tinubu has revealed this 2 times in his election. He said that APC government, or let's just say Buhari, is responsible for the change of the new Naira and is responsible for the lack of fuel. That is, all these things are geared towards making him to lose the election. You take money, you take fuel, we go still win. So many people are beginning to wonder, is it that Tinubu is trying to deliver Nigeria out of APC? Because Tinubu is in APC, and his campaign, when you listen to Tinubu's campaign and his utterances, it's as if he's trying to rescue Nigeria. like he's in APC and he wants to deliver Nigeria out of APC bad government. So he said, they can't directly attack Buhari. They can't directly attack Buhari because Buhari is the president of Nigeria. They cannot directly attack him. But all these things are geared towards telling Nigerians that Buhari does not want Tinubu to win the election. Recall the drama that happened at the presidential primary of APC, where the APC national chairman Adamu said that Buhari's anointed candidate is Ibrahim Lawan, the current Senate president. And they said, no, you can't force a candidate on us. Primary election was done. Tinubu brought so many people over and he emerged as the APC presidential candidate. And when you look at what is trailing Tinubu's campaign so far, about you, we don't really know what happened. Either the mic was turned off, light went off, and Buhari left. And many people from reliable sources have revealed that the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, we have not seen him clearly campaigning for Tinubu, saying vote for him, let him win and all of that. He will just go to his campaign, raise his hand and all of that, he comes back. So what is this cold war going on between Tinubu and Buhari? What is really going on? Do you think that if APC is in this cold war, do you think that they are going to win the presidential election? Now, El-Rufai coming up to give us this bombshell. He said they are trying to get us to lose the election and they are hiding behind the president's desire to do what he thinks is right. I will give two examples. This petroleum subsidy, which is costing the country trillions of naira, was something that we all agreed would be removed. In fact, I had a discussion with the president and showed him why it had to go. Because how can you have a capital budget of 200 billion naira for federal roads and then spend 2 trillion naira on petroleum subsidy? This was a conversation I had with the president in 2021 when the subsidy thing started rising. He was convinced, we left, it changed, everyone in government agreed, and it changed. He gave another example about the currency redesign. He said, you have to understand the president. People are blaming the governor of the central bank for the currency redesign, but no. And even this is what I think. Whatsoever thing that is going on in this currency redesign program, it is what Buhari, ordered to take place. He said, you have to go back and look at the first outing of Buhari as president. He did this. The Buhari Idiabon regime changed our currency and did it in secrecy with a view of catching those that are stashing away illicit funds. It is a very good intention. The president has his right, but doing it at this time within the allotted time does not make any political economic sense. It doesn't make any political economic sense. Those politicians that have hoarded the money, for the election to buy votes, buy people, they are going to be, disappointed. Right now, there is no cash anywhere. For you to withdraw money at ATMs, and you need to stand at the queue for long hours. So they are telling us that Buhari is not in support of Tinubu's candidacy. And El-Rufai, being a northern governor, coming to reveal this to us, proves Tinubu right. What Tinubu is saying is right. Tinubu will not just, of course, he's in the same APT. They say a house divided against itself will not stand. So Tinubu will not directly attack Buhari, but he's indirectly attacking him, telling us you change naira, you stop fuel, we go still win. Do you think that Tinubu will win with this, height of, less support he's getting from Buhari? Do you think that what El-Rufai released another bombshell, telling us that who are these cabals? These cabals, are they animals? Are they not human beings? Why can't he name them? President's aide, Gabashehu, said that newsmen should go and ask El-Rufai concerning his comment that some cabals are working to make Tinubu not to win. He needs to ask them, who are these cabals? They them name them. But what you need to understand is this: El-Rufai and Tinubu, they are saying the same thing. Buhari doesn't want Tinubu to win. His anointed candidate is Lawan. And Lawan didn't win the primary election. Who do you think that will win the election? Who do you think Buhari wants to win the presidential election? We are going to know that soonest. We are less than 20